2 is rolling.
And my backup sound is rolling.
Rolling. Oh yeah, that's where I got that Ramrodd from.
What?
Right.
Rawhide.
Yeah, as I was saying, I grew up riding horses as a kid, and my favorite cowboy back in the day was Ramrod Rowdy Yates, which was Clint Eastwood paid the actor was Clint Eastwood, and his name was Ramrod, and he was a trail boss. When I first joined Naptown Riders, Uncle Remus, Snake, and myself, they said, well, you had to have a name. And they said, what do you... So I said, how about Ramrod? Well, that'll work. That's good. But that was my favorite cowboy back in the day.
Yeah.
That's where the Ramrod come from. It's nothing sexual. I've been asked that.
I can see that, though.
I've been asked that.
I can see that, though.
Yeah. I told him to put a smile on the girl's face, though.
What you laughing at over there? What? All right, let's do this intro, man.
Brian Little.
Japan.
What's good, YouTube? How y'all doing, man? My name is Law. Redline, Legendz, podcast, YouTube, vlog, all that stuff, man. And y'all know what it is. It's been a minute. Took some time off just to vlog. I hope y'all been watching my videos and subscribing and sharing it. I appreciate it. Took some time off. This is actually my birthday month. So I figured for my birthday month, I would tribute this to the heavy hitters. These are the gentlemen that I consider heavy hitters, legends, people that have stood the test of time. So we're gonna start this off with a bang for the month of August with one of the legends here in this city, across the state, and better yet, even across the country. He's been an inspiration to me. When I first got on the set, he always had some words of, he always gave education. He educated me, inspiration and instruction. We're talking about none other than Ramrodd of Naptown. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing very well, bro.
Right?
How about you say? Oh, yeah.
It's good to see you, man.
Good to be seen instead of viewed.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Man, we just, like I said, this is my birthday month.
Happy birthday, bro.
I appreciate it, man.
We're going to drink some
more
Crown.
Yeah, we got Crown for my birthday.
Yeah, we're going to have some of that on deck.
Yeah. We man, Redline Legendz is dedicated to bridging the gap between the older generation and the younger generation, bringing everybody together to what united us in the first place, that moment that we first fell in love with riding motorcycles.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pick your brain. I ain't gonna keep you long, man. I know you.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm here, so.
All right, let's do it then, yo.
Yeah.
Let's we'll take it back, and I asked the question to everybody, how was it, or when did they first fall in love with riding motorcycles? And the reason I asked that is because a lot of times when I ask them what's it like for them when they first fall in love with riding, or what were they doing, or how did they first fall in love with riding motorcycles, I see that passion fire up in them again to where they first remember them days. So I'm gonna ask you that question in hopes that we strike that fire, strike that spark up. How did you first get into riding, and how did you fall in love with it?
I think it was like the month of May of 1976. Wright-Patterson Air Force Base was the first time I rode a motorcycle. And one of my soldier buddies, he bought a brand new 1976 Honda 750. And he said, come on, man, ride it, man. I said, I don't know how to ride. I said, I ain't never I rode a scooter one time, but he said, ride it. I gave dude his motorcycle back about 3 weeks later.
Wow.
He said, can I? He was like a little kid.
Can I
ride this time? Can I ride this time? I took advantage of the dude, but you know, I finally give him his motorcycle back. And that
you taught yourself, like you just figured
Yeah,
it
I
out.
taught myself.
Wow.
He told me what to do, and I went, you know, if you can drive a stick shift car,
Yeah.
I feel that, you know, you can ride a motorcycle. It's just listen to the engine whine, moan, and you change gears once you get to, before you redline.
Yeah, right.
You change the gears and go up a level, go up another level,
Yeah.
you know. After first gear is neutral and second gear, you know, and you keep going. You know, so 1976 was when I fell in love with motorcycles.
Wow.
Really, yeah.
And that's what started it all.
Yeah.
And then look, it's 2019 now. That's incredible.
Somebody need to calculate that because I can't count that far.
Hey, y'all put that in the comment. 43, that was fast.
43 years.
Oh,
Oh, 43 years then. Okay.
right.
Here we go.
so you take your beginning, and you know a lot of us are on the set or we're in motorcycle clubs. When you first started riding, when you first what was your first encounter with a motorcycle club, or how did that happen?
The first real encounter with a motorcycle club was Naptown Riders.
Shout out Naptown.
May the 6th, 1978, I was in Louisville, Kentucky Derby day, Saturday. I got married that day too. And my sister lived down the street from the Screaming Eagle Motorcycle Club.
Okay.
And I heard all this noise and could bike after bike after bike after bike, and they start parking, you know. Then they filled up that side of the street. Then they come back up here on this side and fill down that side of the street. And I'm like, damn, they got all these motorcycle guys, you know. I'd like to do that one day. And you know, 36 years later, being a part of Naptown Riders, which started with me in 1983. See, I never did think I would be a part of something this large. At one time, Naptown Riders was one of the largest black clubs on the East Coast. Mm-hmm. You know. Oh yeah, they lined up outside, and I had no idea that I would ever be a part of that group of guys.
Yeah.
And one of the guys that was in front and up first was Sonny McDuffie, which was the national president then, you know, at that time back in 76, you know. Yeah.
76 riding motorcycles, man.
78, excuse me.
78?
Yeah,
78? Okay.
yeah.
When you think about how it was riding back then, like that just seems like, I don't know, how was it to be a biker? You've been a biker in my generation and also your generation. I can't say I've been a biker in your generation. How was it? What's the difference?
Well,
like,
that's a lot of difference yesterday than it is today.
yeah.
One of the main differences is the brotherhood,
Okay.
the commitment. We was really committed to that cause back then. And if we was riding somewhere, you know, have a sandwich, I take a bite, you take a bite. You take a bite, I take a bite. We shared that brotherhood, that brother thing. And what guys don't realize now is the motorcycle is the common goal, the thing that keeps us
That glue,
together,
yeah.
that glue,
Yeah.
that gorilla glue that keeps us together, the motorcycle. And then nowadays, I mean, back in the day, if you got into a club, you had to have a motorcycle.
Right.
Pretty much you didn't, you know, come into a club walking. You come into a club riding. Now they seem like they just handing out rags to anybody just to get their numbers up. Today it's about numbers. Yesterday it was about commitment, the brotherhood, and that's the difference, to me. About yesterday it was about roughing it. I remember I was go to a camp out, a field meet. That's what we used to call them back in the day. And I was be on my old 750 Honda. Later went to 1,000 Kawasaki, and then I finally moved up to the Gold Wings.
Yeah.
We have a little old pup tent, a sleeping bag, and a leather jacket. That's all I had. Roughing it, sleeping on the ground, sleeping on my bike, and just
you could try. So you would be out. I don't know. You might have been out like in the desert and just say, I'm finna go.
Okay, like when went out to California back in the day, yesterday. When I went to California, I had a little cooler, a sleeping bag, a quilt, and a little pup tent. That's all I had. Then when I stopped at a rest area or somewhere to sleep 4, 5, 6 hours, I take my sleeping bag out, lay it on the ground up underneath my bike, and I slept. Took my pistol out, and I slept up under the bike on a. Yeah. So that's where it was.
How man? I wish. Like how was that? Like man, like just to be able to experience that, to be in different states and just be like, hey, I'm laying it down for the night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
stop at a rest area.
Yeah.
I would pull my bike up and lock the front end down and get my sleeping bag, go up, lay up underneath one of those picnic tables, put my leather jacket up under my head, lay down on top of the sleeping bag, and crash out for 3 or 4 hours and wake up. Then I go on to Detroit or go out to Kansas City.
You see what I'm saying, people? This is why we need something like Redline Legendz. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are nowadays. Everybody get the hotel room, spending hundreds of dollars on the hotel room, trying to be comfortable. Myself included. I can't cap, but I will say, I remember when we were coming from Cali and we had one of the bros' bikes kind of mess up. Somehow we got stuck. We were sitting down in some groves of California. Yeah, in the groves. I don't know what they were growing, but we was out there.
Yeah.
And all you could do was on that side where the bike leans on the kickstand, is just lay on that side in the shade. That's all I remember, man. So I can't even imagine. Like and it was at a time where you could actually do that too, man. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like that's.
I had back in the day. I had 1,000 Kawasaki.
Yeah.
And me and Uncle Remus, I went to his house one Friday morning, and I said, "Hey man, what we gonna do for this weekend?" And he said, "I don't know. What you want to do?" I said, "The boys is up in Buffalo, New York. Let's go." We left then.
That was it.
Left his house.
With no
then.
planning, with no
kickstands up, none of that shit. We got on our motorcycle then, and we took off, and we went to Buffalo, New York. Simple as that.
How many of y'all can do that now?
Just get on it and go.
Yeah.
And we stopped up in Cleveland, Ohio, and we stopped at the Afro Dogs Clubhouse.
Yeah.
And that was back. They was our boys, back then too. So we hung out with them that night and slept about 4 hours. And got up. We went to Buffalo. Rain, and rain some more. So yeah. It was a lot. It was a lot different back then, and like now, I don't understand these guys today. These wannabe, ain't nobody gonna beat my ass up, so I ain't gonna worry about that. These guys run around here now in tennis shoes, flip flops, short pants, looking like a damn bag of Skittles, They wearing all kind of damn colors. Red, yellow, the rainbow. I don't know if it was in that Rainbow Coalition thing or not, or whatever the hell that is. What's that LBGT thing?
Yeah.
That's how the hell they dressing nowadays. With me, every time you see me, what am I dressed in?
Black boots, straight black.
Straight black, all black, ABF. Some of you guys out there know what I mean. ABF, all black family. They know.
Yeah, they know.
They know. They know. All right, here we go. But today's guys don't have a clue. If it's raining, they ain't gonna ride. If it's too hot, they ain't gonna ride. Now, I was riding out to Kansas City, Kansas, like 83, 84. But really 83. And hanging out with the Kansas City Cowboys, the Vultures, Black Angels, these guys, you know, back then. And I bridged the gap between Nashville and Kansas City back in the day. Hanging out with guys like Bobby D.
Okay.
You know, Kansas City Cowboy Dave and them boys out there, you know. And this next month, I'm gonna ride out there again, Lord's willing. Lord, give me strength to ride. I'm gonna ride out there sometime in September, cause that's the way I do it.
Yeah.
But these guys nowadays, I mean, some of them want to go too fast. Some of them want to do this. Some of them, you know, and I can't get with that.
And from my end, as the one of those new guys, per se, I'm not new now, but I once was. From my end, I've even recognized where. You ever heard somebody say when they playing basketball, don't jump at everything? The young guys will jump at everything.
Yeah, fake them.
I used to jump at everything.
Yeah, that's how you learn.
That's how you learn. So now I'm older. Now I'm like, okay, I'm more like, all right, you gotta wait and see how everything plays out. You gotta know what you gotta do. You gotta stay focused on task.
Yeah.
You can't get distracted by the stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, and you look at the younger generation coming in, or your younger brothers, and you're like, yo, you gotta stop jumping at everything, yo.
Yeah.
This thing will teach you. It'll teach you a lot about yourself. It'll teach you about how you
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And
yes.
I've learned. I learned a lot. I really learned a lot about myself when I started doing this, more than I had learned about myself before.
It'll teach a man his own limitations, because when you first get out there, I was a victim of it too.
Yeah.
Buck ass wild. Buck wild. Buck wild. Just go for it. You know, didn't have no limit, didn't have no stop, didn't have no brakes, no tail light, no mirrors, no nothing.
Wow.
I was just running. But now, I'm like that old saying, you got to choose your battles, you know. Now, I take my time. I get the job done. But when I'm out there on that interstate, when I'm out there on that rock, when I'm out there doing my thing, it's just like when I go to work. I punch that time clock in, and it's all about business. It's all about riding. It's all about enjoying the ride. It's all about the scenery. It's all about paying attention to your surroundings.
Yeah.
It's all about sniffing the air, see if it's raining.
You can tell that rain coming, yeah.
You can smell that shit
Yeah.
coming. It's all about watching the oncoming traffic, you know, see what's up.
Yeah.
It's so many things out there nowadays that you know, you got to be aware of. You got to be aware of your surroundings and stuff, you know, because this motorcycle thing is a dangerous game. If you free falling, so to speak, just going out there blindfolded. We had a brother from Clarksville had an accident. I don't know the particulars, understand, but he's no longer with us. And condolences to old school riders and his family, you know what I mean? But you got to pay attention to what you're doing, how you're doing it, and who you're with. And see, that camaraderie thing, if me and you start riding together, I don't have to keep looking over at you. I don't have to keep looking over at you. I don't have to keep looking back. Because after we ride together, I know you,
Yeah.
and you'll know me.
Yeah.
You'll feel me and I'll feel you. So when I make my move, you'll make your move.
Yeah.
Because there's gonna be obstacles out there in the way. That's why you're gonna have to divvy up, but we still gonna fall back into place. Get your lane, I get my side of the lane. And I rode thousands and thousands of miles with brother Big H, who's no longer with us. Didn't have to worry about where he was at. Didn't have to look for him.
You just know.
Because when you ride with a brother 10, 12, 15 years, just you and him out there. Yeah. It builds that bond.
And that's real too, man. I was just vlogging and talking about that, how being in formation and being with your brothers, you learn so much. Everything has a meaning. Everything has a purpose. Everything has a reason for why it's done.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure that, for one, I don't lose sight of that. But everybody that's coming behind me, they don't lose sight of that.
Yeah.
Cause you see all this, you see the Facebook.
Hot dog.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we can lose sight of it because we're trying to chase. We want to be quote unquote the man, and not understand that there's a process and there's order to everything.
Oh yeah.
So this is my little 2 cents on it.
Oh yeah.
I'll ask you this, and then we'll just go from there. Longevity.
Mm-hmm.
The highs and the lows that come not only with being in a club, but being a president of a club or a founder of a club. And I'll just speak from my point of view, not that, just from experience. Let me clarify, just from experience. You could be at a place of isolation. You could be at a place of, just the good and the bad that comes with being in a club. Surviving all of that, and here you stand. Still riding, still doing what you do. What's the key to that? How do you obtain that? How do you obtain that?
Love. You gotta love it.
Yeah.
You got to be faithful to it. And did I say you gotta love it?
Yeah.
This is, to me, I've evolved into a lifestyle. That's why I wear black every day. I'm blacked out every day. It is a lifestyle for me. And a lot of guys nowadays, today, they just want to enjoy the ride and want to enjoy the party, want to enjoy the stuff. But it's a lifestyle for me. It's where I've evolved into today. You like I said, you got to love it.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't love it, you might well just don't get out of it. And a lot of guys just wear colors just for the sake of being a part of something. They don't even get the history of the club. They just want to put on the jacket because they look cool. Them guys got cool looking motorcycles. Them guys got this or that, And it's more to it than that, And when I first joined the club, I was the head road captain. I got a pretty good sense of direction, Motherfucker asked me, he said, "Why are your GPS?" I said, "Sitting on top of my shoulders." Once you'll learn that, once you've been so many miles and crossing state lines and getting out there, you'll learn a sense of direction. You'll learn what Interstate 24 and Interstate 65 mean. A lot of guys, when you ask them that, they don't have a clue what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The thing of it is 65, 75, 71, 29, 55.
Yeah.
That's north and south interstates. 24, 40, 42, 10. Those are east and west interstates. So that's how a lot of them get lost. You see.
See, that's that experience right there.
Yeah, man. You gotta learn that. You gotta, the president spot. Everybody want to be the president.
I do not know why.
Everybody want to be the top dog.
I do not know why.
A lot of guys get out of one club and join the other club so they can have the chance to be the president. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you something, fellas, ladies. There's a few ladies out there, this social club type thing, There's a few motorcycle female MCs too, you know. But that is one of the most, fucked up job in the, being the president. Because if you got 10 people in your club, or if you got 32 people in your club, you got to deal with 10 different personalities, 32 different personalities, and everybody wants you to be on their team. Everybody wants you to join, favor them.
Yep.
And nowadays, being the president of a motorcycle club, on the set, you had to deal with more than your club. You had to deal with all the other clubs. In Nashville set probably got 60 clubs or whatever surrounding. And you got to also deal with the dominant. You also got to deal with the coalition, the set, body of the set. So there's more to it than just being the president of your club.
Yeah.
See, now,
I tell people, like, everybody has their role. And I look at the president position as a role. It's my job. It's my lane. But if you put it on the top of, like, if it was a mountain and people want to get to the top because they think it's some imaginary something at the top, you know what I'm saying? You get to the top of the mountain and you look out over the mountain and you see everything. You see all the good stuff. You see the valley. You see the waterfalls over there, off to the east. When you look at that, the west, or wherever it is, and you see that all the dark stuff. You see all the stuff heading that way. You see all the potential problems heading that way.
Oh yeah.
You see the members' pitfall. You see everything, and you try to prevent all that.
Yeah.
It's like some stuff you just wish you did not know. So people say they want it, and it's just like, all right, you go up there if you want to. You can't unsee.
Yeah, we
once
got that situation going on right now.
Yeah.
And I told him last night, I said, you wanted this job. Yeah, but Ramrodd. I said, no, but Ramrodd my ass. You wanted this job. But they called me about bullshit, Ramrodd. I said, but you wanted this job. So now that you have it, I'll tell you another thing about being the president is, you think you got good club brothers? They want your spot too. They'll throw you up under the bus just to get that spot. Until they get to that spot, and then they'll realize, damn, I didn't know it was gonna be like this. You see?
Yeah. That's why I don't understand. I'm like,
And
it's for me. I feel like if you're doing it right, not necessarily right, but I feel like it's a place of service, because I'm constantly trying to be the best that I can be and put everybody in a position to where they can be the best that they can be as an organization, and even sometimes to a degree personally. You want people to be the best they can be. You want to have all your brothers on the A1, the A game.
Yeah.
And
see, I'm gonna tell you another thing about being the president of it is this: you have to extend your power to every member in there. This is one thing. A lot of these guys feel like they got to do everything. I got to do this. I got to make sure that I got to do this. I got to do that. No, wrong. The thing of it is, you delegate. That's the word I was looking for. You delegate your authority to that brother right there. You make sure he got a job and tell him you need to report back to your vice president, not me.
Right.
Back to your vice president. Give this brother a job. Make sure, give everybody a job and make everybody accountable. That's why a lot of these young boys make mistakes at. Give everybody a job and make everybody accountable for their job, and have some feedback to your vice president or your head enforcer. See, now you got everybody feeling like they are a part of this whole, of this organization. That's where your club comes together. That's why you get that at jail. That's why you get that jello thing effect. When everybody coming together, not falling apart and leaking all over the damn place. You give everybody a sense of owning.
Yeah.
You own this part right here. You own that part right there. You got to give a man that feeling of ownership.
Yeah.
See? And once you do that and give him some responsibility, The president job falls back and he said, he takes it easy. President ain't supposed to do a damn thing. Really? He reaps the benefits.
Y'all got y'all take y'all pen and paper out. Y'all supposed to be taking notes right now. Take notes.
And even to, you say it about the president, a few years ago, Naptown Riders voted me in as the national vice president of Naptown Riders, which I'm the number 2 guy in charge. See, I mean, you know, that I say it now, but I don't say, you know, hey, I'm the national vice president, Naptown Rider, yada yada, because that's just a little old title, that little old patch right there on the left side. It can come and it can go. But the thing of it is, if you got that little patch, what if it's an enforcer? What if it's the secretary? What if it's do your damn job? And you know what I tell guys, what can you do to uplift the club? What can you do today as of right now to make your club better? What can you do to make block burners better? Even though you're the president, what can you do to make block burners better? That's what you strive for. That's what every individual in that club, in that organization should be striving to do, is make my club better. Not outdo nobody.
Man, golly, yo.
Is that why you got me sitting here?
You on fire right now. You on fire right now, yo.
See, that's what clubbing is all about. And nowadays, that's what these younger guys don't understand and don't realize. And that's the difference. You asked that question. That's the difference between yesterday and today. Back when I first started, 30, whatever, 40 years ago, whatever it was, I don't know. That's what every man had their job. We didn't have that saying, stay in your own lane. We didn't know nothing about staying in your own lane back then. But it was doing your job, and everybody did their job. And that's the difference right now.
Wow.
See
what I'm saying? This is why this is needed. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning stuff as we speak. This is why this is needed. So it goes beyond YouTube. It goes beyond y'all. Hey, y'all watch my videos. But all y'all people out there that saying y'all in clubs and stuff like that, and y'all do this and y'all live this lifestyle, y'all need to be taking notes. I'll just be honest. Y'all need to be taking notes. I'm taking notes as well. So play this back a whole bunch. And yeah. Ramrodd, man. We can keep going. You good? Or?
Well, I mean,
you in the zone right now? I got you. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to make this a part 1 and a part 2. And make sure y'all subscribe. Y'all like, share, comment. Comment if you learned anything. And I got some good news for y'all. We got merchandise coming soon. And it should be on Teespring by the time I upload this. But anyway, we're gonna make this a part 1 and a part 2. So I'm gonna break.
Can I give out? Y'all do shout outs?
Yeah.
Well, I got 4 names.
Go ahead.
Big Grocery.
Big Grocery.
Jump Master. Stunner.
What's up, y'all?
And 2 Shot.
What up, Unc? Grocery. Whenever you ready, you already know what I'm talking about. Whenever you ready, just let me know. Cause he always be like, yo, what's up? Da, da, da. Whenever you ready, let me know. All right, big bro. So this is what we're gonna do.
Okay.
You on fire right now, so we're gonna have to do a part 2 to this. I hope y'all learned something, man. And this is why we did the Redline Legendz, to pay our respects to our legends. This is somebody who's been doing this for years, paved the way for me to do what I do. And so, long story short, man, we're gonna have part 2.
That's fine.
That's cool.
That's fine.
Big bro, I appreciate you coming through. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment on some lessons you learned. What's up?
And if anybody have a question, send it to him. He'll give it to me, and I'll answer it.
We'll answer it on part 2.
Yeah, answer it on part 2, and this is something that I go by. Man's word is his bond. And number 1, I'm never gonna lie to you, for real.
Ramrodd, appreciate you.
I appreciate the interview, brother. I enjoyed it.
Yes, sir.
I enjoyed it.
Redline Legendz. Watch my vlogs too. Anyway, love y'all. I appreciate y'all. We're gonna do the drawing this Friday. I wanted to do it today. We're gonna do it on Friday though. That's when I have more bread to send to the winner. Love y'all. Peace out. Catch y'all next time.